Somebody's coughing there this morning. I don't know who it is. Let's get another week with the deer started. Another week with the bucks. Let's get out here a little close to them and see if I can throw them a little food. They seem really calm this morning. Got a little wind blowing. You know, it seems kind of, these deer on some of these really dead calm mornings, it seems like every little sound makes a difference with them. We do have some wind blowing this morning, so we got some wind noise probably in our microphone. But Mr. Force, he comes right up here to us. Look how wide he is getting and breaking out on both sides. It's going to be at least a beautiful 8-point, probably 10, 9 or 10. That boy right over there is just getting more beautiful all the time. Zoom right in on him. They're waiting for me to throw some feed out or for the feeder to come off. They don't really care which. Trying to get real tight on that. Jimmy, if he was a really good camera guy, you'd get it right in the center of the screen and it'd be just like sensational. It's about as good as I can get. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Lucky 13 off out there. And TC. Lucky 13. 2, 4, 6, 7. He's gonna have at least 7 on that side. Forrest is right in my lap. Hi, big boy. Hi, big boy. Hi, big boy. I'm talking right in my lap. He's thinking Jimmy may have some carrots. Jimmy don't. I'll just wander back off over here. They're just patiently waiting. I'm looking around. I don't see anybody else laying out here. There'll be a couple more come up here in a little bit. But what a great way to start the week out. It's just almost like coming out here and visiting with some of my buddies. Even though they are wild deer, they definitely are my buddies. Lucky number 13. Wow. You are so special. Tight look at you. 2113. Lucky number 13, not unlucky number 13. Look at that side on that. His left, looking at him on the right. Actually, both of them are spectacular. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? That's that deer's second set of horns. Second set of horns. Isn't that gorgeous? All right. Let me back off here a little bit. Throw a little feed out there on the ground. See what they do. Yeah. I've only been out here with them a few minutes and the wind has gone from pretty much calm or just barely blowing to blowing pretty good. But with the heat that we're having right now, we'll take any wind we can get because we are beginning to get under the old heat dome they talk about here in Oklahoma and Texas. And the heat dome is pure heat. 100-degree days, 110, 115 degree chill temperatures. Heat indexes, excuse me, chill temperatures. Dream on, Jimmy boy, dream on. 100-degree plus chill temperatures and heat indexes. That's all right. Keep chill in your mind, buddy. Keep chill in your mind. Mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. 100-degree plus heat indexes. That's it, Jimmy. Talking is not one of your strong suits. Oh, me. Beautiful way to start. We only have 4 bucks here this morning. We will have more as the week goes on, I'm sure. It's going to be another fantastic week at the Eagle, looking at deer. It looks like we have 4 bucks here on a Sunday morning and 1 wild turkey hen. That hen's probably going to run off as soon as I start to walk out there. But I'm going to walk out there and try to get a good little look at those deer since we're early in the week because they will be doing some changing. She's already started walking off. She has no chicks with her, which is not good. You know, they are running some studies here in Oklahoma with turkeys, wild turkeys that they put trackers on so they can follow them. I'm moving around here. Let me just zoom in and take a good look at her. She's perfectly healthy, beautiful, and has obviously lost her entire clutch for this spring because there are no chicks with her, which there would be. They don't hide their chicks out that I know of. I've never seen it happen. Like the deer hide their babies out. You can see doe deer running around, and they still got babies hid out right now, letting them get big enough to run around with them. And they've had, you know, like 30 hens that they have tagged. I know we get out in the wind now. Sorry about that. Here close on my big boys right now. They're off out here eating. You know who I don't see my man Forrest. That's unusual. Not really vitally concerned about him. It is unusual that he's not here. There's Fat Boy over there, totally wild deer, not tagged at all. Beautiful, incredibly short, stocky deer, big belly on him. And you can see, get a good look at his antlers. He's only been an 8-point, and he just simply gets to be a bigger 8-point every year, it seems like. He might branch out and be a 10 this year. And right behind him, you can see that deer's the same age as Forrest, and you can see his daddy is probably Whitey. You can see he's going to have Whitey's horns. He's going to have a lot of them up there. A lot of them up there. Little small deer here. It's his second set of horns. Lucky number 13, and you can see he just keeps getting bigger all the time. Another deer from the legendary Whitey, and that deer is probably going to, again, be up there 12, 14 points. The old man of the bunch, TC, Thundercloud, extremely old, but a beautiful deer. And the deer that I do not see here this morning is my man Forrest. That's unusual, but Forrest is not here. But he is probably around somewhere. He was here yesterday a couple of times. So unless something bad happened to him during the night, we should have Forrest back sometime or another. Maybe today, before the day's over, we'll see him wandering around. He comes in during the day a lot. I don't think that Mr. Forrest, during this time of the year, wanders too far away from the feeder. I'm just saying, Mr. Forrest is a pretty intelligent deer. He's not going to wander too far away. I don't blame him. The food wagon is good. It's how girls keep guys. That and other little treats. My geese family have fallen in love with the rye in the yard. I watched them swim across the lake coming. They're still wild. They've got an extra pair with them. There's another pair swimming out in the lake you can see out there. My geese family have been up here feeding for about, the last hour or so. Chris and I have been watching them. But when you come outside, they they take off. It's okay, because I don't want to get where they are tame. But they seem to be taming up all the time. But they take off as soon as I get out here. It's always interesting how they swim, because they always have either the mama or papa up front, the 4 babies in the middle, and the mama or papa back in the back. I don't know which. I don't know how it is. They all look alike. As you can see now, the 2 have separated the babies from that other pair. The 2, mom and daddy, are there to the left, the babies to the right. Now they will get in that swimming position here in just a little bit. But they've been a joy to watch, absolutely no doubt about it. I don't know a lot about geese. Hunted very little geese. Did win a celebrity 2-shot goose hunt out in New Mexico one time. Had a great hunt. Won a really nice shotgun. Me and my partner won a couple of really nice shotguns, as a matter of fact. And the only team out of about 70 teams to get 4 geese on 4 shots. 2 shots each, 2 geese each. And that was quite a deal. We have some visitors here this morning at the house. I looked out there and there's an elk. And there was another one down there somewhere. I don't know where that rascal got. Oh, there it is. It was behind that tree. That tree was hiding that entire elk. And the other one's back off down there. We might be getting a lot of wind noise in here right now. I'm trying to sort of get that wind noise protected there just a little bit. I've not got a microphone on. Been out messing around. Have not seen Forrest, my boy Forrest. I'm looking for him this morning. Look at her, look at her. That's a, it looks like, I guess I thought that was a cedar tree. It may be a cedar tree. There's this big cedar tree right there she can eat out of, but that's not a cedar tree there. You see, she just reached up there. She's so tall. And there's the other one right there. That deer is outside of the pen. I mean, that elk is outside the pen, obviously. Just grazing along. You look how big and fat they are. There's no cows on this ranch at all. We have no cattle. We have no cross fences. Took down all the cross fences when we bought the ranch 20 years ago, and then added to it a few years after that. So they have paradise is what the elk have here. Grazing land everywhere. Big, beautiful animals. One of the things we don't want to leave out is these two little bucks that's up here in the pen. You know, that's their first year's horns. But they're both belong to Whitey. Whitey is their daddy. And so they're looking pretty doggone good. In fact, so good that we may end up keeping one or both of them in the pen for brood deer this fall. We'll see what happens during the summer. You can't plan too far ahead with deer because you just don't know how long any of them's going to stay alive. You just have to sort of take it as it comes. Let's jump in here. I got a few carrots. See if we separated these two guys, so we should be able to get a good look at them. Cool little stuff. Hi, boys. Man, it's already getting blazing hot out here. It's early, but it's going to be 102 or 103 today with heat index approaching, but maybe not going over 110. Look at my boy come up here. He smells the carrots. Hi, buddy. Now, these are this guy's first horns, like we talked about quite a bit. I've got him to, this one right here will eat out of my hands occasionally, but not very often. But you can, there was a eat out of my hands. Oh, you dropped it. You dropped it. You had my finger in your mouth too. Looky there. Looky there. Is that special? Is that special or what? Now 1, 2, 3, 4 on one side, and nothing else is branched out. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Nothing else is branched out. I don't know, does he have something coming out of that back side? He's got one coming out of the back side on his right side, the left as you're looking at it. And so he's actually, that's pretty good there, boy. That's pretty good. Yeah, you're doing pretty good. Yeah, that is real good. So he's actually, if you count the points it's showing right now, 4 on one side and 3 on the other, 7. But he's still got growing to go. He's really not a whole lot more than what he was last week. This is a deer that hadn't changed a whole lot. He had 1 week. Now he's actually got another one coming off of the back side over there. See him licking my fingers because they got the taste on them. Look at that. See that? That is so good. Look at him. He's getting closer and closer all the time. Now, if I move very much, he's going to back up, so I'm not going to move very much. I'm going to stand here and just feed him carrots. I sure hope you make the summer, little man, because you're a good man. It's so amazing when they get those doggone, usually in late summer and the fall, those doggone minions show up, and that's when they get that blue tongue, and they go from being perfectly healthy, big old, beautiful, fat deer to dying. He's looking really good. Well, your buddy's not coming over here and eat anything at all. Now, actually, the other deer is going to have a better rack than this guy right here. Looky there. You have just got real good. Let's go feed your buddy something, okay? Come on, let's go find your buddy. Come on. All right, let's get this guy. He won't eat out of my hand for sure. Okay, guy, looky here. Looky here. Come here, come here. Hey, don't run off. Here, looky there. Looky there. I need to get in the shade. You're laying over here in the shade and I'm out in the sun. What's wrong with that? Now you can tell that this guy is really going to have a much bigger rack. Come on, buddy. Come on in here. I know you're pretty spooky. That's carrots. Yeah, that's carrots. We just want to look at your antlers is all we're doing. You just as well tame up a little bit. But you can see he's already a real distinct 4 on one side by 3 on the other. Look at here now. He didn't want to come up here and eat it out of my hands now. But we'll get a good look at that deer there. He's going to have the larger of the 2 rack, perhaps. Now, you can't really tell. You know, obviously this year is going to be bigger than the other, but it might not be next year's. Next year's could be totally different on both these deer, but these are both good starts. There's absolutely no doubt about that. These are both really, really good starts. I'm just really hoping that we can keep these 2. These are 2 deer out of Whitey. The other bucks and does out of Whitey are all out running free. We may have a couple, 2 or 3 does out of Whitey in here. Looky there, he's just pretty wild. Anyway, that's the 2 bucks in the pens. A little quick look at them. We don't get to look at them every day. We have a lot of deer that are not bucks that are not coming around the house anymore, so it's getting a little bit more difficult to do these videos. I don't know why, but they're not coming around the house. Tell you what, let's go take a look at Prince Charming. He is definitely still putting on better than anybody else. We'll look at these 2 little boys, which are beginning to get impressive with their very first horns. Let's see if we can get this guy. This guy will not come up meat out of my hands. He is one that actually we turned loose, and then when we had a couple, 2 or 3 deer get killed by coyotes, and really a bobcat I think was the culprit. We don't know. We did catch a bobcat and a couple coyotes in the area. But you can look at him. That's his first set of horns also. And now you can see that Casper's come down here thinking about something to eat. Here comes Wild Child. Looky here. Looky here. Wild Child's lost her beautiful collar again. Now these are antlerless. But what we wanted to see was Ice right there. Ice is the bigger of the 2 deer, but his antlers, his antlers are not quite as large. You can get a good look at him back there. He won't come up and eat out of my hand, but now he's actually getting pretty close as well. But you can look at him and you can look at, there they are side by side right there. You can see that he is a larger deer body-wise than Casper. That's how I tell them apart. But it looks like that Casper might be a little fatter, but he's definitely going to have a little bit better set of horns, I think. And those are twins. They were born here, right here. Here comes that big bad boy. But you can take a look at him right there. You can see he's going to fork out, and it's going to be at least 6 up there on the top. And keep in mind that's the first horns. Keep in mind that is the very first horns. These used to be $1 a pack, and now they're like $2.50. Yeah, $2.50. I go through lots of packs too, don't I? Because I come out here with these babies a lot. They come up to me and eat through the fence. But look what I got up here. And now we've fed them a 5-gallon bucket full of squash today. And yet here they are up here eating these carrots. But now this is a treat. This is like Brahms ice cream. Jimmy would do the same thing. Brahms ice cream, please. Butter pecan. Butter pecan with Jimmy Houston. Twin Eagle Ranch pecan. Now you get a really nice look at that little buck back there. He does not have a name. But you can get a good look at him back there. By golly, I believe, just looking at Split Ear, I believe Split Ears has got a baby. I think she's going to have a baby, maybe a white one. Maybe have a white one and a brown one. Wouldn't that be special? Wouldn't that be special? We're going to go through the whole bag. Yes, we are. And you want a close-up look at Prince Charming, of albino with giant rack? That's it right there. That's as close as you can get, sports fans. You see he's got blue eyes.